I knew Trump was going to win, but it doesn't make it any easier. I thought I was bracing for impact, but I could not embrace for this. This is bad. This is really bad. Not only did Trump win, he won hugely. He won huge. He won the Electoral College, which we all expected, but he also won the popular vote. And they won the Senate. And they won the House. They won everything. It was a complete red wave. It was a complete sweep. Republicans are going to have full control of the government, and then they are going to make a ruckus of things. They are going to make such a mess of things. Now, I didn't vote in this election, but I don't live in a swing state. My thought was, if I went into the voting booth and I voted for genocide, I would have had to swallow my own vomit. And I wasn't willing to do that. But if I were living in a swing state, I would have swallowed my vomit and I would have voted for Harris. Not because I think Harris is a solution to all our problems. No, not in the least. I just think I think whether you're blue or red, whoever is steering the ship, we're all headed for the iceberg. I just think the Democrats are going to get us to the iceberg a little slower than the Republicans. But thinking about it further, I'm thinking maybe I'm an accelerationist, because I kind of think that the sooner we rip off the Band-Aid, the sooner America is reduced to ash. Like a phoenix that rises up among the ashes, maybe sooner than later we can start to rebuild. And the sooner people have a wake-up call and they realize that the system is corrupt, it doesn't matter who is in power, it doesn't matter if it's the Democrats or the Republicans, the system is corrupted each way. Trump isn't going to save us. No politician is going to save us. We are in the shitter. We are in the shit. And there's just too much shit. To use another metaphor, the way our American political system works is that there's a pendulum, and the pendulum swings from the left and the right. It's constantly swinging from the left to the right, to the left, to the right, and every time it swings, the mechanism of the pendulum, it edges ever so slightly right. It keeps edging right to the ledge. And we are on the precipice now. We are right on the ledge. And America's about to fall. The entire structure, the entire system is about to fall off the ledge. And maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's what people need. Maybe that's the wake-up call that people need. Until then, people are just going to keep buying in to this idea, this delusion, that the Democratic policies are what's going to save us. The Republican policies are what's going to save us. No, none of those policies would save us. None of them. It's just piling on more and more shit. The Democrats, they may come in and they may clean up some of the shit left over from the past administration of the Republican Party, who are constipated, constant diarrhea from the Republican Party, diarrhea of the mouth, diarrhea of the soul, constant. And maybe the Democrats come in and they clean some of that up. But you know what? They're not going to clean up all the shit. And what happens when they don't clean up all the shit? People are dissatisfied because they're still living in piles and piles of shit. And so what do? They vote in a Republican. Republican comes in. And maybe Trump's next 4 years, some of the shit will be cleaned up. thanks to Biden's policies. Some of Biden's policies will have a lasting effect, and some of the shit will be cleaned up. And Trump will take credit for that. But once some of the shit is cleaned up, Trump is just going to add more shit and more shit. And at this point, the mounds and piles of shit is just too deep. There's not enough people. There's not enough shovels to shovel all the shit. We're drowning in shit. America is shit.